All right, so I guess we are live. We'll wait for like a couple of minutes so that our audience, you guys can tune in, and then we are going to get into the super exciting day two that we have planned for you. And I believe this is going to be an absolutely incredible and amazing session as it was yesterday. So I will just wait for a couple more minutes so that you guys can tune in, and then we are going to begin. Just to do a little bit of review what we have done yesterday. Yesterday we have done was that we understood basically that what are the different kinds of stress that people have in their life, and then after discussing that what are the different kinds of stress people have, we have also talked about like why people faces the kind of stress that they face in their life. And then also we talked about that the biggest mistake that people make. And today we're going to take it one step ahead, and we are going to dig deep into the study of our mind, and I'm going to explain you some of the ideas about our mind that I have never explained in my free classes. But today I'm going to give you everything that I have. Okay, so I want you to right now just go to the chat box and quickly let me know from which part of the world you are tuning in. Go right now. Go to the chat box and quickly let me know from which part of the world you are tuning in with us. The chat box is waiting for you guys. Make it buzzing. And I know sometime we say to ourselves that maybe I'll do it later. But today I'm going to explain you why delaying things in your life causes one of the biggest stress ever. You're going to understand one basic rules today, guys, okay? And that one basic rule is that all the stress that we experience in our life, it's not because of what is happening around you, okay? The stress that you're going through right now, it's not even because of that you have money problems or you have relationship issues or you don't have a good job. None of this matters, because this is not what causes the stress. You know what causes the stress? The real stress is being caused by the lack of understanding we all have about ourselves, the lack of understanding we have about who we are, the lack of understanding we have about our mind, and the lack of understanding we have about how powerful we are. Now yesterday I told you a little bit about it when I gave you a story, the story of if there are pipes in your wall and there is a leakage in the pipes, and which is causing the wall to get damaged, by repainting the wall over and over again is not going to solve the problem. You know why? Because the problem is not the wall. The problem is the pipes behind the wall that are leaking. And in order for you to really, in order for you to really understand it, and in order for you to really make the best, you know, or get the best out of output of the situation, will be by making sure that you take care of the pipes that are leaking. And when you do that, when you take care of the pipes that are leaking, you know what's going to happen? Ultimately, your wall is going to stop getting damaged, and you are going to, understand that what it truly means by fixing the root cause. And in our case, in our lives, when we are talking about mindset, when we are talking about, sorry, when we are talking about our lives, when we are talking about doing something greater with our life, we need to understand that it is our mind. It is our mind that needs to be nourished. It is our mind that needs to be, in a state of place where you know that what is happening. But the problem is that many people don't know what is mind. Yesterday, I showed an image with you, like this is how your mind looks like. But today, I'm going to expand upon it. When I say I'm going to expand upon it, that means I'm not only going to talk to you about what does mind is, how does mind looks like, but I'm going to share with you a very specific formula that teaches you what is the connection between your mind, brain, and body. And believe me, when you understand, when you truly understand the connection between your mind, your brain, and your body, you are going to be astonished with the results that you can create then for yourself, for your life, and for everybody in your life, for people that are there in your life. Because understand that you are the one who is the initiation of this change. every single change in your life, it is going to start from you. It is going to start from you. It is going to start from, by changing your mind. And the moment you change your mindset, you're going to change every single thing. And you're going to achieve the results that you're seeking in your life. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes right now. And in the meanwhile, I'll be here to answer your questions, or your queries, whatever you have later on in the chat box. But I want you to think about something, okay? I want you to think about what is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in life. Think about it. The most important thing that you want to accomplish in this life, but due to some reasons, you're not able to achieve it. All right, go to the chat box right now and let me know what is the most important thing that you want to accomplish in your life, but due to some reasons, you are not able to accomplish it. Let me bring the chat here. All right, here we are. The one thing that you really want to achieve in your life, but due to some strange reasons, you're not able to achieve it. Think about it. I want you to think about it. One thing. All right. I know some of you are going to think about money. Some of you are going to think about relationships. Some of you are going to think about that, I'm not having a great quality of life. So all these kind of ideas are going to be popping in your mind. But the point here is that we do not understand the root cause behind it. And this is what I'm going to explain to you today. And I want you to really pay attention to next, like 10 or 15 minutes that I'm going to spend with you right now on this line. Because the information that I'm going to teach you right now in next 10 to 15 minutes, it's the information worth, the best ever investment that you can make in the planet or in yourself. Okay, we are going to talk about the mind. Now, this is the diagram that a great doctor, Dr. Thurman Fleet in San Antonio, Texas, has invented. And he said that very clearly, that if we want a perfect, healthy body, we need to treat the root cause, and we cannot just, keep going by treating the symptoms. Similarly, if we want to overcome stress, anxiety in our life, if we really want to overcome these things, we have to understand mind. We need to understand how it functions. We need to understand specifically what is the connection between your mind, your brain, and your body. Now, this is a physical thing. You can see that. Brain is also an electronic switching station that are part of your body, right? But mind is something that we cannot see. It's invisible. But all the things are originating in the mind and the ends in the mind. Like 5-6 years ago, when I started my business that I'm doing right now, it was all an image on the screen of my mind. It was all an image. 5-6 years ago, I go back to 2016 or 2017, when I started delivering sessions, when I started delivering seminars. I have never thought about that, that I'll be doing these sessions and having my YouTube channel and streaming this information all over the world. This idea was way, way, way ahead of my imagination, but that's where I wanted to be. And it is the understanding of the mind that helped me and is still helping me to go through the challenges, to go through the rough times, to go through the, the obstacles, to go through the, whatever you call them. It is the understanding of the mind that is helping me still in my life to go through all these things. Now, understand it from a different perspective, okay? As I already gave you an example yesterday of, of the wall and the leakage, right? But think about it. Only by wearing great clothes, you're not going to feel confident. Yeah, great clothes may give you a sense of security or may give you a sense of confidence, but that confidence is going to be very cell-short. So from where the confidence has to originate then? The confidence has to originate from within. The confidence has to come from within you. And when the confidence comes from within you, that is going to be the true confidence. That is going to be the confidence that will give you the kind of belief in yourself that you can accomplish and do anything. And when I say within, that only comes when you understand what is your mind. And not only that, today I'm going to give you a very specific technique, as I have been telling you, like a 15-minute specific technique that you can utilize to really, really take your days in such a way that you will never ever be experiencing any kind of stress, and you will never ever be worried or bothered about what the hell is happening. Trust me, stay there till the end of the session, and I'm going to give you ideas, I'm going to give you information that is going to blow up your mind. All right, so now let's focus our attention on the mind, and I want you to understand that this big circle here is your mind. Okay, this dumbbell shaped element over here connected is your brain, and that's your body. All right, now you have to understand that you are a spiritual being, you have intellect, and you are living in a physical body. But our problem is that we live our lives so much in a physical way that we forget about our spiritual essence. We forget about our intellectual faculties, and we never ever use them. We never ever utilize them. But today in this session, I'm not only going to teach you what those faculties are, but tomorrow in the day 3, I'm going to teach you how to use those faculties also. But for that, you need to stay here, understand what it is all about, and really get the hold of these ideas. Okay, now let's get back to the mind. Now, your mind is divided into 2 parts. All right, the first one is your conscious mind. By default, I wrote subconscious, so I may be thinking about it. So that is your conscious mind, and that is your subconscious mind. Okay, now your conscious mind and subconscious mind are completely different. The conscious mind works in a different way. The subconscious mind works in a different way. But understand that it is a harmonious, harmonious collaboration of your conscious mind. In other words, when conscious mind is working in sync or in harmony with the subconscious mind, then it creates the ideas, then it moves you into a vibration that ultimately helps you to get the results that you want to get in your life. It is a combination of how you mix your conscious and subconscious mind, and then ultimately get the results, the kind of results that you want to get. It doesn't happen, by luck or chance. It happens by proven systems that has been there for many, many years. And when we are talking about dealing with stress, you have to understand that once you understand how the stress is originated at the conscious level and how the stress is magnified at the subconscious level, and then it is expressed through your body in an extremely destructive way. Once you understand that, how it happens, you are going to be a very relieved man or woman. Wherever in the world you are, wherever you're listening to me right now, you are going to become one relieved man and woman. And you're going to feel so happy about it. So happy about it. So let's talk about it, okay? Let's talk about what does your conscious mind do. Let me just erase some of the stuff from here, and then we'll talk about what is conscious mind, how your conscious mind functions, and how your conscious mind actually is helping you to get the kind of results that you want in your life. All right, so here we go. All right, perfect. Now, the first thing about your conscious mind is that it is your thinking mind. Now, when I say it is your thinking mind, understand that you have a conscious choice in your conscious mind to choose the kind of ideas that you want to choose. Now, what does that mean? That means that it is your ability whether you're going to choose the ideas of destruction or you're going to choose the ideas of production. You remember what we discussed yesterday? We discussed about a flow chart where I shows you how a person begin with ignorance, end up getting into anxiety, getting into depression, getting into all that stuff. While on the other side, a person who begins with knowledge, understanding, really get the hold of what he is, really get the hold of what he or she is doing. So in your conscious mind, you have a choice. And what that choice is, the choice is to choose your thoughts. Either you can choose the thoughts of stress, worry, doubt, or you can choose the thoughts of believing in something, or you choose the thoughts of faith, or you choose the thoughts of knowledge. So that means on one side there are negative ideas, on one side is the positive ideas, on the other side there's a productive or destructive ideas. And it is your choice. That is the first function of your conscious mind. Now let's take for an example this glass. Okay, let's take an example of this glass. Let me change the screen dimension for you to see. All right. Now I want you to look at this glass. All right. This glass has no choice of itself that what I'm going to pour into this glass. I can pour in Coke if I want. I can pour in juice if I want. I can pour in water if I want. And the glass can never say no. For example, I'm pouring juice into this glass. The glass can never say that, no, 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 Sukhbir, don't pour juice into this glass. Please pour water into this glass. The glass has no choice of itself. But in our case, in your case, and in my case, we have this choice. Now, when I say we have this choice, let's go back to the whole screen. When I say we have the choice, that means you can choose what kind of thoughts, what kind of ideas you are going to entertain, my dear friends. Whether the same choice, it's not available in the class. That is the power of your mind. And that's just the one idea that I have told you about the conscious mind. Now, let's move ahead. Your conscious mind is your logical mind. That means your conscious mind is going to work based upon logic. And that's why it is very important for you, if you want to do something and logic is getting in your way, just get rid of the logic or make a logic in your mind, because it is going to throw a lot of obstacles on your way, the conscious mind, if you are dealing with the logic. You know why? The logic comes from the programming that is done on a subconscious level. Because on a subconscious level, there has been a lot of ideas that has been planted in your mind from many, many years. And now those ideas are controlling your life. They're controlling your life forever. I mean, literally forever. I want you to think about it. Think about it from all the possible angles that you can. Think about it from a point that these ideas can be so dangerous. So where your conscious mind is, your choice, this is where you can accept ideas, and this is where you can reject ideas, as I told you. So that means even if it's your logical mind, it's up to you whether you want to accept the logic or you want to reject the logic. That power is already there. Now, this is your educated mind. When I say this is your educated mind, that means all the information that you have gathered so far, or all the information that you're going to gather in the future, it is all going to stay in your conscious mind until or unless you learn how to plant that information to the depths of your subconscious mind. That is another big idea. Many people never ever learn how to get emotionally involved with the information. Many people never learn, how to really understand the phenomena of conscious and subconscious mind. That's what I have been telling you. That's what I have been sharing with you from quite a few minutes now. And more importantly, your conscious mind have what we call as intellectual faculties. Okay. Now, these are the faculties that I'm going to explain to you tomorrow. We also call them the mind magic toolbox. And I'm going to explain you that mind magic toolbox tomorrow to you. Not only I'm going to tell you what are the different elements in this toolbox, but I'm going to show you specifically, very exactly, that how to use those elements. And if you learn how to use those elements, my dear friends, your life can literally be changed like night and day. Isn't that great then? Isn't that going to be a powerful idea if your life can change like night and day? That's the power of those tools. And I'll be sharing those tools with you tomorrow. I'll be sharing with you what those tools are, how to use them tools. But for now, I want you to understand that just like the way when you enter into a mechanical workshop, there are different tools that are available in the mechanical workshop that a person can use to create craft. Similarly, your mind has tools that you can use to create the life of freedom and abundance for yourself. We're going to work on that. We are going to literally understand what it is, how it is, and how to make it happen. All right. Now let's move to the subconscious mind, which is the second step here. And understanding the subconscious mind, I must say, is vitally important, equally important, because there are certain things in the subconscious mind that has to be grasped. Now, the first thing that you need to understand about the subconscious mind is that your subconscious mind is emotional mind. Now, when I say it is emotional mind, my dear friends, it do not understand words, it do not understand vocabulary, it does not understand. Even if you're saying, I am happy, But if deep down in your mind, you know you are not, because you're feeling the pain, it's not going to help. It's not going to help. So think about it. Think about it from a very, very different perspective. Think about it. Okay. Your subconscious mind is your emotional mind. And remember that only those ideas are going to be accepted by your subconscious mind, which you mix well with emotions. If your ideas are not mixed with emotion, you are not going to attract the kind of results you want to attract. You're not going to get the kind of, thoughts that you want to get, and everything will seem like shattered. It will seem like that, nothing is happening. That is the reason why many people out there who are trying to overcome stress by chanting some affirmation or by just working around some of the affirmations never get the results. Why? Because they're working on a conscious logical level. They do not know how to really work on an emotional level. Now, this is your part of your mind which has paradigms, and paradigms are literally that controls everything in your life, everything. You talk about paradigms, right? You talk about your belief systems. I told you this glass, just like the way this glass has no ability to say no, that's same with your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind can only accept ideas, but the only condition is that you have to mix emotions while feeding ideas to your subconscious mind. Understand this point over there. It is your illogical mind. It only accepts ideas, and more importantly, it cannot differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. That means you can plan any idea. It's just like the way I got a great quote from, I believe it was from Andrew Carnegie. I think he said that any idea that is held in the mind, is emphasized, is either feared or revered, will clothe itself into the most appropriate form ever available. So understand that any idea that you feed into your subconscious mind, any idea that you keep in your subconscious mind, is going to literally shape your life the way you want it to be. That is what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen, my dear friends. And I want you to think about it. Literally think about it, what I have just shared with you over there. These ideas, they seem like simple ideas, but the impact these ideas can have on your life, it can be completely, completely amazing. It can be so powerful, it can be so empowering that you can literally, like get so much amazing results from, like in any different field that you belong to. That doesn't matter which field you belong to. All right. Now, let's come to the important point that I know you all have been waiting for. I know you all have been waiting for to know about a 15-minute formula, the formula that can change your life, the formula that can really make your life a much better life, the formula that can make your life an amazing life. All right. Uh, let's talk about it for a minute. Okay. So, what is that exact 15-minute formula? Now, that formula is divided into set of 5 minutes. All right. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and 5 minutes. Now, there are three different exercises that you have to perform in those 5 minutes. And if you do those three exercises, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and 5 minutes, with honesty, with integrity, and with your full faith, you are really going to get the results that you're seeking. All right. So, what you have to do in the first 5 minutes? In the first 5 minutes, I want you to sit wherever you can in a place where nobody disturbs you. If you want to play a music in the background, you can play. If you do not want to play, that's still fine. That's still okay. And then I want you to think about all the great things that you have in your life. All right. Imagine if you don't even have those things, where your life would have been then. Aren't you grateful for those things? Aren't you happy because you have those amazing things? I want you to think about it, because when you think about those things are really going to move you into a very, very peaceful, very calm, very relaxed vibration. You are really going to get, an understanding of what amazing things are happening. And it is going to be really, really wonderful and really, really marvelous for you. That is exactly what's going to happen. exactly what is going to happen. Think about it. Think about it from a point of view of calmness, serenity, abundance. 5 minutes. The first part of the exercise is 5 minutes. Pay attention to everything that you have in your life. That's the first step. Next 5 minutes. Next 5 minutes, you close your eyes, play a music on YouTube, affirmative music, whatever it is, and then just close your eyes and feel the presence of those amazing things that you have in your life. You know why we get stressed up in our daily routine? Because we never realize ourselves, we never repeat to ourselves about the abundance and the blessings we have. That is the reason why we feel so much stressed out. And I want you to get out of this. And the only way for you to get out of this stress is by saying to yourself, first of all, how grateful I am, that closing your eyes and experiencing that gratitude. Feeling is the secret. Neville Goddard said that. Then you have to feel that. Because once you feel it in the bottom of your heart, you're going to be so, so happy. So, so amazing. All right? That's the second step of the exercise. Now, what is the third step of the exercise? Third step is that anything and everything that is bothering you, okay, write it on a piece of paper and then just ask yourself a question. Is this really the problem or I am making it the one? If the answer is yes, this is really the problem, then ask yourself what I can do. That's it. What I can do. You know what happened? Because when we are thinking about stress, when we are thinking about problems, when we are thinking about anxieties, we keep thinking about what I cannot do. And when you're thinking about what you cannot do, when you're thinking about, oh, this is not possible, when you're thinking about, oh, I cannot do this, you are not even paying attention to what could have been or what should have been done in that situation. Isn't that amazing? The way you change your mindset, the way you change your perception, the things that you're looking at changes. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But you really need to have an eye of different perception. Tomorrow when I'll be sharing with you that the tools of success, the Mind Magic Toolbox, I'll be so happy and so proud sharing those things with you because I know that they are going to be absolutely incredible, absolutely amazing for you. And you are really going to experience, uh, a different kind of, you're going to have a different kind of experience in your life for that. And I bet on that. I absolutely bet on that. All right. So once again, repeating the 3-step process, the 15-minute formula. The first step is that write down on a piece of paper for 5 minutes everything that you have in your life. Be grateful for it. Then for next 5 minutes, close your eyes and experience that gratitude. Experience that feeling within yourself, that how happy and how grateful you are. Then for the next 5 minutes, write down the worry, the problem, the challenges that you have in your life, and then ask yourself a question. Is this really a problem or I am making it so? If the answer is yes, this is a really problem, then ask yourself a question, then what I can do about it. If you can do something about it, that's great, do it. If you cannot do something about it, then don't worry. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it occupy your mind. But focus on what you can instead of what you cannot. That is the secret, my dear friend. And if you apply this 15-minute formula every single day, oh God, you're going to get the results that you have never expected. You're going to get the results that you have never imagined, and your life is going to be absolutely incredible and absolutely amazing. All right. So I hope you have loved it. I hope you have loved the day too. And now I'm going to see you tomorrow in the day 3, Sunday. I hope you will come up maybe with your friends and family. Let's bring as many people you can because day 3 is going to be absolutely powerful, amazing. It's about Mind Magic Toolbox. I'll be sharing with you the tools that we have in our mind and how to utilize those tools for your benefit. Thank you so much for being here. Absolute pleasure sharing this knowledge, sharing this information with you. Now I'm going to see you tomorrow. Till then, take care and live the life the way you want to live. So from now, bye-bye, take care, and see you tomorrow, everybody.